Hello and welcome. This is Patcher from Patcher and the Posse. It is about 5:20 in the morning and I'm getting ready for my day. I usually get some hot tea in. I am an online English teacher or tutor to students abroad, and I have many lights, many props, many papers, markers, cups of tea, water, coffee, all of that. This kind of comes with the territory. I try to finish work off around 7. It is now 7:40 and I am enjoying my breakfast and the view. The kids decided that they wanted to play bingo, and so they snuggled up to me, and here I am watching them while I contemplate on not wanting to start the day. But I figured the best thing to do was just to get moving and to do. Here I am tackling last night and this morning's dishes. Yes, ideally I would love to have it all done, a nice, fresh, clean house the night before. But with homeschool and work, I usually check out by dinner time. But I get it done in the morning. My son comes and reminds me that I need to pick up some eye medicine, so I try to prep some work for them to work independently while I am gone. But they would rather work on their puzzles and play with putty, which is absolutely fine with me. I love and encourage and embrace that they have fun and play together. But then I came back to the mess and putty on the ceiling. Thankfully, though, it was easy enough to clean up, even with balancing on a stool. I'm finishing off some cards and very small, modest care packages to our homeschool friends and families, just to show that we were thinking of them and that we missed them. And finally, on to our schoolwork of the day. So I am prepping our Bible work. And again, yes, I would love to have the prep work done beforehand, the night before, a week ahead, or even during the beginning of the semester. But with my work schedule and sleep schedule, it doesn't work out that way. It's easier if I prep what I need when I need it, as we tackle each day as it comes. It has taken me months, if not years, to get to this point where I'm not feeling guilty about myself for not being the ideal parent, ideal homeschool parent, and just be intentional every day and be present with my kids. To have fun and enjoy the process. Not to be perfect, but to be the best I can be with the capabilities that I am capable of in the season that we are in. Here is us getting the work done together, studying about the Word and our relationship to God. Forgive us for our pajamas still and our messy hair. But today was a rather slow day and the momentum was small. So if we didn't carry on with what little momentum we had, I knew that we would get sidetracked, distracted, and unmotivated. Next, we are ready for our read aloud tea time. Getting the teacups ready, we usually enjoy with some chocolate milk and a snack or some fruit. Sometimes we'll even make it a part of lunchtime. Today, though, instead of hot chocolate, I opted for some milk because it was easier, and I thought it went well with our Easter cupcakes that the kids' grandma had dropped off a day or two ago. So I actually do have a blog post about this on my Patcher and the Posse blog, which I will leave the link down below in the description box. It details more specifically what tea time is, how we use it for our family, what we do, and just some, I guess, tips, general ideas of how it works and how you can apply it to your homeschool and family also. The kids are finishing up some of their Bible work. And 3, 2, 1. We have a mistake. A mess, not a mistake. Something that I have learned from another YouTube mom was that if the mess takes less than 5 minutes to clean up, it's just not worth getting worked up over. So we clean up and we carry on. But as I was saying, my kids are finishing up their Bible work. It's just coloring and drawing. That's generally what I let them work on while I read to them. They can have a snack, enjoy their drink, and do some coloring or some puzzles that are quiet and not too disruptive or distracting from what we are doing. We are currently reading Matilda, a favorite of mine as a little girl.
Matilda was a little late in starting school. Most children begin primary school at 5 or even just before. But Matilda's parents, who weren't very concerned one way or the other about their daughter's education, had forgotten to make the proper arrangements in advance. She was 5.5 when she entered school for the first time. The village school for younger children was a bleak brick building called Cruncham Hall Primary.
We finished up our read aloud, and I am just giving my kids some review work. Also, busy work, just so they are occupied and working on things. Also, working to retain knowledge that we have gone over before. My youngest is just getting into things as usual and enjoying it. And all of this is happening as I work on getting our lunch ready. Today we are having tomato basil soup and grilled cheese sandwiches. I'm trying to teach 2 kids at a time, but it proved not to work out too well that day. So I quickly dismissed the younger 2 to go play in the playroom, which of course they easily agreed to. While the 2 youngest play, I work on new content material with my 2nd grader. We went through math and English, and here he is. Theatrical reading? No. He is just independently reading, but having fun with it, and I guess the younger kids decided to join along. That usually doesn't happen, but sometimes they do get very cuddly and affectionate, which I love. While he's working on that, I work with my middle child. she can get easily overwhelmed, so we tread carefully with her. She's more sensitive to commentary and correction. My oldest is done with his reading, and he is summarizing what he had read to me while I follow up with some questions to make sure that he understood what he was reading, to be able to retell it or narrate back to me and answer some more open-ended questions to get him thinking and practice articulating his thoughts. And of course, the youngest joins. This is usually the case. I was distracted with all of that. So my daughter, she sometimes gets really silly. It's about 2 o'clock now. We finished our math and started on some phonics and reading, but she was getting overwhelmed. Again, she's the sensitive one. So I let her work on her reading app, and he is just playing on the Nintendo Switch. So I eventually ended up on the couch in the playroom and fell asleep. And then I woke up to some sibling fights. We had some downtime, and I went for a run with the kids on their scooters and bike and called it a day afterwards with dinner. We didn't get through everything that I wanted to that day, but that's okay. Some days we get a lot done, and other days we don't. Some days I work more with one child and less with the other, or two, and then we switch off. That's how we find balance in homeschool and life. It all balances out without having the checklists drive us crazy. So I hope you enjoy and come back for more.